Welcome back, everyone. The nation's top credit scoring company is literally kicking off a unique campaign to improve the financial education of consumers. Joining us today is Fico CMO Nikhil Bell, who is teaming up with the world famous Chelsea soccer club. Sorry, I said FC Barcelona. I apologize. This summer tour through the U.S. to promote financial education. Welcome, Nikhil.
Good morning, Maddie. Good morning, Jeremy. Thank you so much for having me on this morning.
Our pleasure.
Absolutely. So let's just dive right into it. Why are Fico and Chelsea teaming up?
Great question. Fico has long been committed to financial inclusion and financial independence for people all around the country. And we're taking advantage of this opportunity of Chelsea coming out to the US across the 5 different cities that they're going to be playing games in, to drive financial education programs and workshops to help resolve and drive this forward. You know, the need is real, Maddie. Almost 1 in 5 teenagers lack basic financial skills, and 75% of young adults aren't comfortable with their financial knowledge. And it's not that different for adults either. And this gives us an opportunity to help change that situation.
I love that too. Why is financial literacy so important?
It's really the underpinning of leading financially successful and independent lives, Jeremy. At the end of the day, we want to prepare this next generation to lead that financially independent life. And through these educational programs, we want to give them the knowledge base to understand what is personal finance, how do you manage personal finance, what goes into credit, what goes into the credit score, how, the basic skills around investing and so forth. And with these financial educational workshops, it gives us an opportunity to help build that base.
I was going to say, I really didn't know anything about credit score until I was in my mid-20s. I'm 31. So why is it so important for young consumers to understand their FICO credit score and the importance of credit?
Well, Maddie, almost 90% of lenders, top lenders across the U.S. use the FICO score in making credit decisions. And so if you want to get a good rate on, a car loan or a mortgage for your first home or to finance your education, you need to know what your credit score is. You need to know your FICO score. And so with this opportunity, we get to help young adults and others really know what goes into their FICO score, how to improve their FICO score, how to look up and manage their FICO score, and hopefully have good FICO scores and be able to unlock some of those credit and loans that they're looking for.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious too, how will this campaign help educate consumers?
Well, there's 2 wonderful things that we're doing in partnership with Chelsea. For teenagers, we're going to be running workshops in partnership with the U.S. Soccer Foundation, which is in these communities and doing wonderful, meaningful work with them. We're going to run workshops where we're going to bring teens in and give them those basic financial skills. We're also going to have these teenagers give them the opportunity to come out to the games, to watch the games, and to meet some of the Chelsea legends and players, and to get some words of wisdom and encouragement from them. For adults, in partnership with some of the leading nonprofits across the country, we're also going to be running workshops in the evenings, including personal coaching opportunities for them to improve their credit scores.
I love this. I love it. Can I tell you, I'm a little bit of a nerd. I check my credit score every month. I enjoy checking it, seeing what I can do to help improve it. Mm-hmm. So this is right at my alley because it's very important to have that good credit score and educate yourself on how to improve it. So I love this.
Absolutely. And I feel like this is something that should be taught at a reasonable age, especially in the teens, just so you're understanding going into adulthood what everything means and how it affects your life.
That's exactly right. And, I'm so glad to hear you say that you check your FICO score. In fact, I would encourage everybody to come and check their FICO score and be aware of what goes into their FICO score, how to improve their FICO score, and to monitor their FICO score. And you can do that for free at myfico.com. And so I'd really encourage folks to come out to myfico.com And in those 5 cities where we're running these educational workshops, if you want to know where they are, when they are, how to sign up for free to come in and participate, you can go to scoreabetterfuture.com. Yes, that's scoreabetterfuture.com, and to sign up and to come out to these. Would really love to help folks, improve their understanding and be more financially independent.
It doesn't have to be scary.
It doesn't.
And I think a lot of people
it shouldn't, but yes, it is. It's a daunting thing. So you're making it easy, you're making it fun, and you're making it educational, which is great.
That's exactly right.
Thank you so much for your time. It's great to visit with you. We hope to see you again.
Thank you so much for having me this morning. Jeremy, Maddie, have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
All right, don't go anywhere. So much more fun on Ozarks Fox AM right after this. Am I a nerd? I check my credit score.
No, we were checking it the other day. Big whiskeys.